Welcome to week 10 of Principles of Marketing. And this week we're going to be looking at pricing. Now, before you go and explore all the different aspects of pricing that we're going to cover in the lecture, I want you to think about one relatively simple question. Why don't we all just buy the cheapest? Now, I'm sure you've all got reasons why. There are many different instances when clearly you're not going to buy the cheapest for a range of different reasons. And you might want to think about not just your own personal reason, but maybe if there are other reasons, maybe there are different reasons depending on the product category that you're going to buy from. I've already described myself on many occasions as a value-led consumer, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I buy the cheapest. So why is that? Well, let's take a relatively simple example. I'm going to buy a tin of tomatoes. Maybe I'm going to use them in a spaghetti bolognese. So tin tomatoes can't really add a great deal of value. Why would I not just buy the cheapest? That's an unbranded can from the supermarket, which is probably going to set me back about 30 pence. Why don't I just buy the cheapest? Well, in my case, I think because one of the things that I'm going to look for is a bit of added value in terms of convenience. So I'm going to buy chopped tomatoes. I really don't want to have to scatter tomatoes out of the tin, including all of the juice that comes with them, and bother my time and the mess that's involved in terms of chopping them up. I want them to be pre-chopped. They're going to go straight into a sauce for a meal anyway, so it's not like I'm going to care really what kind of tomatoes they are or what size or whatever. They're just tomatoes. They're just adding flavour. So in that particular instance, I'm prepared to pay slightly more for the convenience and value that's added in the tomatoes being pre-chopped. Now think about perhaps slightly more complicated products and the other criteria that we might apply, bearing in mind, of course, that constant rule of thumb for consumers: the higher the price, the higher the quality; the lower the price, the lower the quality. But of course, there's always a quality threshold. Now, where do you pitch yourself? Think about some of the things that you've bought and what difference price has made to you. Have you bought the cheapest? Have you not thought about the price? Has price been one of the criteria that you've had to weigh up? Okay, enjoy the rest of the lecture.